Good morning. In this video, we are going to find the centroid using method of summation. Okay, so this is our first problem. Find the centroid of a given T section. So this is the T section. It looks like a letter T, so it is called T section. It has a horizontal member called flange, and it has a vertical member called web. So this vertical member is called web. And here our main purpose is, let me take this is the approximate centroid, and we have to find this distance, this x bar. X bar is the distance between G and y axis, and y bar is the distance between G and x axis. So this is the main objective of this problem. Before going to solve the problem, first check whether the given object is axis symmetry or not, because if it is axis symmetry, then we can find easily the x bar and y bar. Okay, now to check whether the given object is axis symmetry or not, use x and y axis that I have already discussed in my previous video. Okay, like first let me draw an x axis approximately at the middle of the object. Okay, so assume that this is the middle of the object. So this is my x axis. Now this axis divide this entire object into two parts. This is one and this is second part. Now it is now these two parts are not symmetrical with each other. But if I cut the object by y axis, let me take this is y and here this is y. If I cut this object by y axis, and this is the first one, this is the second part. Now you see that these two parts are symmetrical with each other. If that is the case, then I can easily get the answer for this x bar, the distance between G and y axis. It is like getting the maximum dimension. Maximum dimension means in horizontal direction, this is the dimension 60 centimeter from y axis, the origin point to the extreme part of the T section. So here the maximum dimension is 60 centimeter. You just take that dimension and divide by 2, you will get the answer for x bar. So maximum dimension here is 60 by 2, which is equal to 30 centimeter. Make sure that maximum dimension means in the direction of x, in the direction of x. So this is the maximum dimension. We will verify this x bar value, which is 30 centimeter at the end, whether it is correct or not. Now we are going to solve the problem. Actually, in the centroid, there are three important work we have to do. The first work is we have to divide the composite section in the sense this entire section, into an individual section or a regular shape. When I say regular shape, square, circle, triangle, semicircle, etc., etc. You have to divide the composite section into, this is the first step, divide the composite section into irregular shapes. Okay, let me take the square, let me take the T section. You see that here there is a rectangle, the one. Second part, there is also a rectangle. Now this is a regular shape where we can directly get the centroid. Okay, so this is the first work, dividing the entire object into individual objects. Okay, and if you see here, when I combine these two rectangle, I will get a T section. So this is the important one. This is the first work. Okay, once you divide the entire section into regular small sections, then the next work is you have to find these three variables, x coordinate, y coordinate, as well as area for all sections. But here we have only two sections, so you have to find x, y and area for these two sections. This is our second work, very important work, so do it very carefully. Okay, let me take the first section, it is the web. Okay, so this is the first section. You see that this section has the dimensions of 10 centimeter as well as 70 centimeter. One point. Second thing, this rectangular is located from a distance. See, this is the y axis and it is located far away from the y axis, but it is in contact with x axis. In the similar manner, you have to draw a separate diagram. Okay, so this is the rectangular one web and this is a separate diagram. Please draw this diagram initially so that you can easily understand the problem. So this is the rectangular one. It is in contact with the x axis, but it is far away from y axis, so the distance is here I have marked. Okay, now so this is the approximate centroid for this rectangular one. Now I have to find this x1 as well as this y1, then area for this rectangular. Now x1 equal to, here you see here this rectangular is not in contact with y axis, so I have to find this distance d. Okay, it is very important. Please listen very carefully. This is very important. Let me go to the full section. So this is the rectangular now I am working with. I need to get this distance. That means from y axis to this one. Okay, let me take this as d. So this is the distance. There I mark d, and you see that this is d. Similarly, this distance is also d. Okay, so d, this is also d, because these two are equal. D plus d, and then this 10 centimeter, d plus 10 centimeters plus d, which is equal to 60 centimeter. From this relationship you can get the answer for d, and for my calculation I got the answer as 25. Here it is 25. Now x1 this distance x1 equal to 25. Here this 25 is nothing but this distance, this d, plus since it is a rectangle, the centroid of this one is 10 by 2. So 25 plus 10 by 2, again this 25 is very important, which is equal to 30 centimeter. Now I am going to get the answer for y1, but this rectangle is in contact with x axis, so the answer is the total distance divided by 2, so 70 by 2. Just look at here, 70 by 2, which is equal to 35 centimeter. Then area, as usual it is a rectangle, so length into breadth, so here 10 into 70, which is equal to 700 centimeter square. In the similar manner, same approach has to be followed for every section, for all section. Okay, now let us go to the second rectangle, rectangular 2 flange. Okay, again draw a separate diagram like this. Okay, in order to get full understanding, draw this diagram. Now this is the rectangle, second rectangle, which is located at one end is on y axis, but it is far away, like you know that there is a distance between flange and x axis, and this distance is now 70 centimeter. Now look at here. So this is the second rectangle of dimension 60 centimeter length and 20 centimeter breadth, and it is located at 70 centimeter from x axis. Now this is the approximate centroid for the second rectangle G2. I need to get the answer for x2 and then y2. Okay, now x2 equal to, since this is the rectangle and it is 60 by 2, so 60 by 2, which is equal to 30 centimeter. Then y2. Okay, here you have to add the 70, because this rectangle is not in contact with y axis, it is away from y axis, x axis, by this distance. This distance is nothing but 70, you see here. So this is that distance, 70 centimeter. So 70, this distance d, plus here the rectangle has the breadth of 20 centimeter, so 20 by 2, so totally you will get 80 centimeter. Now this is the rectangle, so the area can be found easily, 60 into 20, which is equal to 1200 centimeter square. So this is the second work. Now the third step or the third work is using the summation equation. You have to find the x bar and y bar. Okay, so this is the summation equation, and I am going to substitute 2 in the place of n. So when I expand the equation, I will get something like this: x1 a1 plus x2 a2 a1 plus a2, because there are only 2 sections, and in the place of x1 a1 a2 I am going to substitute these answers: x1 equal to 30, a1 equal to 700, x2 equal to again 30, a2 equal to 1200. When you substitute and when you calculate this one, the answer will be 30 centimeter. In the similar manner, you can get the answer for y bar also, which is equal to y1 a1 plus y2 a2 divided by a1 plus a2, and you know that y1 equal to, here it is 30 centimeter and a1 is again 700 centimeter square, y2 equal to 80 centimeter and a2 equal to 1200 centimeter square. Now substitute in every place and you will get the answer as y bar equal to 63.42 centimeter. Now we will check the axis symmetry, that we already got an answer, that is x bar equal to 30 centimeter. Similarly, if you look here, you will get the same answer. Okay, so this is the benefit of axis symmetry concept. Now I am going to summarize the thing. First, before going to solve the problem, check whether the given object is axis symmetry or not. If it is axis symmetry, you can get the answer x bar y bar directly. Then first step is divide the entire area into regular shape, square, rectangle, etc., etc. Then find the x coordinate, y coordinate and area for every individual sections. Here only we have 2 rectangle. In some problem you may have more than 2 also. So repeat the same procedure, x1, y1, a1 for every section. Then the last step is using this formula, you can easily get the answer for x bar and y bar. We will meet in the next video. Thank you.